See, let me just hit the live chat so we can see that. Okay, so in this video, it's going to be two parts. First, it's going to be the topic I'm going to explain, and then the second part of the video, I'm going to hang out and do questions and answers with you guys, and we can talk about astrology. So if you see me looking down, because I have a Mercury and Libra, meaning that I talk about a lot of things, and a lot of times I could be all over the place. So I decided the easiest way is for me to write everything down, like my little highlights or my key points. Okay, so that's what I'm doing when I'm looking down. Okay, so aspects. Okay, so another way or another word to use, another word we could use as a synonym for aspect, so you can understand what an aspect is a feeling between you and another person, the energy between you and another person. Um, the vibes, the chemistry, different things like that. And when it's a transit, it's like, how is the best way for you to be able to handle this feeling if it's not a good feeling or if it's some kind of tension or whatever, right? If it is a natal, it's like challenges in between you. It's challenges that's that happens within you. Okay. So now I want to get into the way how I want to explain this to make it really simple and easy and plain is to talk about it and discuss it from degrees. Okay. Now, if you say a 0 degree, one of the aspects is a conjunction, which is a 0 degree. I don't really like saying 0 degrees. I rather say 360, because when you study it, a conjunction, you're going to see that it's going to say 0 degrees. Well, that could confuse people, and especially it confused me when I first learned how to do it or was learning about it years ago. And I didn't understand when they say zero. So is that nothing? And then when you try to learn what a conjunction is, it was saying, oh, well, it could go either way. It can color, it's according to how which way it's going to go. So I said, okay, that doesn't really, that's not helping me at all. So every time I saw a conjunction, I was like, okay, why is it zero and why doesn't it not mean anything? So I decided to go with the 360 because it's the same thing as a zero. If you do a circle, which is your chart is a circle, and when it goes around the chart, it says it started at 0 degrees. I like doing a circle at 360, and then it goes to one complete circle. And then the math could begin. Then once you get to 360, you could break your chart up. So it's simple math. You don't need a calculator or anything. So we're going to start with 360 degrees, a conjunction. Now, the reason why they say a conjunction can color is according to what situation you're going through is because it is like a neutral thing. It's a neutral thing, but it also compounds a situation and it joins it together. So it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. I hate saying bad, I shouldn't say that. It could be challenging according to what it is that's going on in your life at that moment. Okay. And so that's really saying you're dividing the chart one time. So 360 one time is 360. Then you want to divide the chart two times by two, 360 by two. If you do 360 by two, it's 180. So if you split a circle 180, half up the top, half at the bottom, half, right? Just half. 360 into two. Now that's 180. That's an opposition because what's on the right side opposites the left, what's on the top opposites the bottom. So that's a really good way to say opposition. So if you ever see opposition, and you're as a transit, or if you look in your chart, you see oppositions or little oppositions. All it's saying is that you're coming from two different directions, and what you need to do is create and learn from each opposition. Okay, like it's some information that you need to have that you're not getting, that you're not obtaining. Sorry about that. That you're not obtaining in a regular, normal way. So you have to borrow from your the opposition. So like I have a transit right now. Uranus is in Taurus, and I have my sun in Scorpio. So Scorpio and Taurus oppose each other. So if I don't want to get caught up into anything or fall into some crazy stuff, all I got to do is look at, okay, What am I missing, or what do I need to pull from Taurus? Then I use that. Well, how can I best come together and make the opposition an opportunity? So I look at oppositions as opportunity. Traditionally, opposition could be a separation, but we're not going to keep it separate, right? Also, now we're going to look at a trine. So if a trine is 4, we're going to divide it by 4. So 4 going to 360, right? So then it's 120 degrees. So you do 120 is a trine. Now I'm going to tell you about trines. A lot of people think that the trines are the best part of the aspects. It's the best feeling because it's a harmonious feeling between you and another person, or you within yourself if it's a natal. So it's basically, you're not going to really feel the effects of a trine because it's just your regular normal self being your regular normal self. So you're not going to really feel anything from that. Um, the same thing similar to a conjunction. You won't really feel anything unless another thing on another layer is going on. But we're not even going to get that deep because we're not really talking about that. We're making this video simple and plain. So usually a trine you won't feel like the effects of it. Oh, I'm getting into trine. I'm feeling this. And this is, no, you're not going to get that. But it is a harmonious thing. And it's just really comfortable. You feel really comfortable. You're not too happy. You're not too sad. Just a regular day, just a regular interaction with another person, just chilling. You're not even thinking about it. That's your trine. And that's 120 degrees. So you got to divide so you can understand how can you get that. So 120 degrees is a trine. Really easy, simple. I'm telling y'all, like, even if y'all saw me do this before, trust me, I always try to make a better way to explain, build a better mousetrap. Okay, so now there you have a sextile. Now a sextile, you will feel that because it creates opportunity. Like, so when opportunity knocking at your door, if it's a sextile, answer that because it's giving you an opportunity to get something. Is giving you the person that's, if it's a transit, it's the opportunity for you to be able to achieve a thing. And I'm just sitting here like stalling a little bit because I'm trying to think of an example. But after we finish this part, and if whoever stay on for the question and answer part, we can go into more examples. Okay. But it gives you an opportunity. So I'll give you one. Okay. A Venus sextile Saturn. If Venus sextile a Venus transit sextile your natal Saturn, then it's an opportunity for, I always say money first, but it's an opportunity for something within your money life. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think of a really good thing to say this and give examples. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. All right. So it's a sextile is 60. So you divide the 60, the 360 by 60. So, and that's your sextile. And then your square. Now your square, you'll feel a square between you and another person, or if you got squares in your chart, you will feel that more than the opposition. Now a square is 90 degrees, so 4 times 90 is 360, right? So you're dividing it that way. So and I probably said the wrong math about the trine, but y'all get it. Y'all do the math. But anyway, so you have a square. Now the square is telling you about, it's basically learning. It's like learning how to deal with stuff, man. It's like, because these squares gonna come, and then you gotta, whether you learned it or not, it's best to work with a square. But it's a lesson to you, and 9 out of 10 times, it's calling for you to humble yourself. Humble yourself to that transit. So it could be a sun square, a moon square, a Mercury square, any of these squares. When you see squares, it's tension. It's like it's an opportunity to learn what you need to learn as a result of the square. A lot of people think that, being humble is like kissing ass, and it's not, because the part you're being humble for is for you being humble to the situation. You get it? So that's 90 degrees. Now you can have orbs. So an orb, like I did a video on the orb, but I want to break it down a little bit more. So you have an orb. So these aspects is nothing. When I was learning this and studying it, I was like, why don't I see 180 on my chart and 90 on my chart? and because I have a moon square Mercury, and I was like, why is it not 90 degrees apart? I have a moon square Mercury natal. Why is it not? I don't see 90. I don't see 40. I don't see these things that they say. So because of the orb, because you could go you give and take. So it's a court. Every astrologer. I have not yet seen two astrologers agree on orbs, but they could say it's 5 degrees. So it could be as long as it's within that number. So like 5 degrees. So it could be 93. It could be 88 because it's in between that 90. So you might see different numbers of your degrees. So you get them as close as possible to the 0 degrees, the 120, the 60, the 90, and the 180. I really think that this is explaining it easy. If it's not, like, y'all let me know. Like when I finish this topic, y'all let me know, and then I'll just go back to the drawing board and try to explain it easier, because that's what this is. That's what my whole channel is about: breaking down astrology to the simplest way, and not trying to use big words and astrology words to impress who, myself. Really? All right. So also, you can use the transit, the outer, like the transits is the things that's coming outside of yourself, and your natal is within yourself, right? So the transit, you can use that as a predictive tool, but not really. Because astrology is not about prediction. Astrology is not about psychic. Astrology is like a weather forecast. So you could kind of get an idea. Like, you're not going to get really mad and say, oh, this weatherman is a liar and I'm not going to ever watch weather again. That's the same kind of energy that you need to give towards the person that's telling you what's going on. The person themselves, the way how they explain it, the way how they break it down, they might say it in a way where it's like, in a way that it's like psychic or true or something like that. But that's based on how the person talk and how they interpret things. But the actual astrology, that's not predicting anything. It's not divinity. It's not a predictive tool. But based on the knowledge you have with the astrology aspects, you can break it down and help a person understand very, very easy. So when if somebody is talking to me and they say something going on, and if I do have their birth chart, or I'll just create a birth chart for them really, really fast in my database, and even if they don't have their time, I can still know what their sun is and their moon, and I can look on a see what transit, like what planet is going on that's causing them a square or opposition or something like that, and I can tell them like, yo, right now you really need to humble yourself to the situation, because it's making you're not gonna win. Like, it's based on the way how I explain it, and then they be like, oh yeah, it's true. Well, it's not so much to say that what I'm saying is true. It's more of the energy and how I explain it. You get it? But anyway, that's it about aspects. Aspects is very, very simple. I know it seemed like it's not, but it's very, very simple. It could be tricky as well, like I said, because you're never gonna see exact degrees. Like, you're never gonna see a 0 degree something on your chart, or a 45 for a semi-sextile, or 30 for, I mean, semi-square, 45, or quincunx 150. You're not gonna see those whole numbers like that, but you just gotta add. I'll say for the most part, to be safe, I'll say 6. If you add 6, so if you have like 100, it could be 103, or it could be 97. So anywhere between 97 and 103, because you're using a orb of 6 degrees. Okay? If that's not clear, I don't really know how else to say it clear. So, with that being said, of me spending 15 minutes explaining this, hoped, I hope that you guys understand it better. But to reiterate, learn from these lessons. Everybody have their own lessons to go through. Don't be afraid of them. Don't get all, your panties in a bunch or your underwear in a bunch, because it's not that deep. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna stay on the video. Something's in my eye. Sorry. I'm gonna stay on the video a little while longer, and then we could chat and talk, because I haven't done that in a while, and I do see some people in my chat saying hi and what's up and all that kind of stuff. So hey to everybody who said hi. Thank you for my people that's come on my video every time I do videos. I got over so many things right now. I got over about the saying that I don't know why they're not putting my stuff out on YouTube and why with the algorithm and it's I got over that. That's like I'm over it. It's gonna happen how it's gonna happen. Cause when I started learning astrology, I didn't care how many damn numbers somebody had. I don't care how many volumes of books they sold. I didn't care about none of that. What I cared about is can I understand what this person is saying and can I get out of it what I want to get out of it. I wanted to understand how what's a quincunx, what's a sesquiquadrate, what's a quintile. Like I wanted to know all of that. I really didn't care about the numbers. I really didn't. So I'm like, why are you tripping because you know doggone well you could break down things and explain things way better than the person who got like 50,000, 100,000 people. And you got like, right now I got 8 people in the room, which thank you. What's my little heart? Thank you. Um, and so anyway, hey Izzy and Chaos and Sparky the Goat. Hey Infinity. I've been, hey Big Sis. I've been MIA. So if I hey Veronique, so if I've been MIA too. I think that I'm gonna go on my videos when I really feel that strong energy to go on my videos instead of just go on. So that I know that I'm into it, y'all know I'm into it, and we can get into it together, and y'all get something really good out of this. And Janet Hay and Leo Santari said he came in and left. Hey, Laval, Taria. I wonder if Taria's still on. Rendezvous Sunrise. Thanks everybody for coming on. Like I'm telling y'all right now, like try your best to learn astrology and really, really the true astrology and really what it is. Try your best. Hey Taria, I'm glad you're here. Um, I really want you guys to do that because I was just talking to Janet, I think yesterday about this or the other day, and I was telling her, I was like, right now Uranus is in Taurus. Wait until going to Gemini. Like y'all, wait, let me get my water. No, it's going. Let me put some water in here. Y'all, when Uranus going to Gemini, now y'all could do this yourself. Y'all don't need nobody, y'all need to go on nobody video. You know what I'm saying? To understand is go on there. If they have more knowledge and experience, they could break it down better. Yes. But y'all don't need to do that to understand what is going on. So in 2025, and I know y'all think 2025 is a long ass time, but it's not. It's just long enough for y'all to do what I'm gonna say y'all should do. Learn as much, please, I beseech you. Learn as much as you can about the latest technology that is going to allow you to use it and in a simple way, but in a mass way, because Uranus is going into Gemini. Now Uranus rules the air sign, which Uranus rules Aquarius, right? And Aquarius trines Gemini. So what is Gemini? What is it ruled by? Mercury. And what are the main things? Communication, community, your neighbors. Your neighbor don't have to be your actual physical neighbors live next door to you, or it could be that. It's your immediate environment. It's your siblings. It's your transportation. Tesla right now, and I hate shouting out people, but they kind of popular. They are having cars. We already had cars, like Google had cars that you automatically, they're driving themselves. Tesla really getting into that. You see in that people trying to travel to Mars and stuff like that. And only the richest of the rich could do it. I don't care if I had a gazillion trillion dollars. I don't need to travel to Mars. I'm already from Mars by being a Scorpio, and yeah, yeah, not impressed. Not impressed. But anyway, yeah, you want to see me doing that. But Uranus, so Uranus is going to shake things up. Uranus, rebel against the status quo of what's always been. Uranus don't like nothing always being the same, especially if it's not good for the people, right? So that's why Uranus and Taurus right now, that's why all of this stuff right now, people are looking into getting their own businesses, making money for themselves, because Taurus is about ownership. Taurus is an entrepreneur. And then and working it now, they work online. They can work you can do so many different genres A lot of people quit their jobs last year, not only for COVID, but they also quit because they were like, you know what? We don't have to keep doing it like this. I don't have to keep making money like this. I don't have to go to a building in order to have a job and to get income. I don't got, got to have it the same kind of way. So Uranus made a lot of people do that in Taurus. So feel the effects of Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, get there, get used to it. But I really want to talk about 2025, yo. Like you could Google and see when it's going to exactly go in there. I wasn't really going to talk too much about it, so I would have had to date. But really look at it because Uranus and Gemini, Uranus and communication. So whatever how we normally do stuff right now in our communications and how like we always been doing stuff, it's not gonna stay like that. Uranus gonna come in there and shake everything up. And I just want y'all to be able to like, man, be on board. Like, don't wait for it to happen. Like, if you need to brush up on computer classes, do that. If you need to go into LinkedIn and do everybody on here know what a CV is? C like Charlie, V like Victor. It's a certain kind of resume that is an international kind of resume. Learn how to do a CV. It's like your resume with a bio of you with some kind of video or some kind of photograph. Learn how to do a CV because that's how the international candidates, okay? So either they're going to start asking you for that now or definitely by when Uranus going to Gemini, but at least you'll be like, man, you'll be ahead of the time. I'm doing my best to teach. I had an apple for you, but I ate it for you. The programs to use tech. Yes, learn how to do that. I'm telling y'all gonna thank me. Like I know this black girl on YouTube. She is telling me to do all this stuff with the Uranus, and I'm so glad I listened to her. I always say if y'all don't listen, it's like more for me in the universe, But learn how to do a CV. Learn how to what is the latest technology what they're going to do with phones regarding the masses. Now I know y'all know about this YouTube thing and Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all like we got all that anyway. What else can they do? If we're used to, that's the point. If we're used to using these things the way how we've been using these things, it's gonna be shaken up and used in a totally different way. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So, like, follow technology. I mean, even if you have to watch some kind of tech news show that's boring, typically, like, try to catch one once a week. So you can at least know the vocabulary and the language. You can start a business, and y'all could start doing this now. But you could start a business, like, especially when they was kicking the kids out of school and stuff. You could be a tutor, like you could teach the kids stuff and play games. Be a virtual nanny. They had the nanny cams, right? So you could be a live nanny cam, or you could just tutor, or and I know y'all like, oh, we got that with YouTube. No, you don't. No, you don't, because I want you to be able to come to my house and talk to me directly. I don't know how to make soup du jour. I don't know what the hell is soup du jour. I may not know how to make it. I may not know how to make sirloin steak with it well done and kind of brown. And, I might not know, but you can help me do that. You know that they got those mirror workout things that they come into your house. And if you sign up for a certain subscription and pay, they can actually talk to you because they'll see you live. Stuff like that. Where's my water? Stuff like that. Stuff like that. That's what I need you guys to start looking at, and don't just glance over it like, oh, that's not gonna work, or that's not gonna stick. Maybe it won't. Maybe the way how it is right now, it won't work and it won't stick, but they're gonna build it better, and it's gonna get better because technology is these tools that we're using today. I'm just pouring my water in here, so I'm looking down. They're gonna be, it's just gonna keep advancing. And then it don't have anything to do with your age. So you don't have to be a young tech person in order to get money. You don't have to be your 50s or 60s. Like some people when they're 60s, 70s, they don't want to. I think the Social Security retirement age is 67. Man, I mean, some 67-year-olds that's like energetic and they got knowledge and you could change your knowledge. Like, look at your chart. Get a career reading. See what you're best at. Like, get it from me, Shonda Rise. Go to Shonda Rise Astrology TV at gmail.com. I think that's my email address. Because I took my Shonda Rise astrology website down because it was on a platform I didn't want to use and I wanted to change it and it wasn't really doing anything. So I just said, I'm going to close it, stop paying for this every month. And I'm not using it. But, like, you're going to, the whole point, what I'm trying to say, is for you to utilize these things and don't think you're too this, you're too that. I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't have enough experience. I got too much experience. I'm overqualified. I'm not it's not about that time now. It's about the way everybody know about COVID. So everybody know that there's going to be non-traditional ways that people make money. So it's not going to be so surprising that you're making money in a non-traditional way that's not used to, that people not used to, or is not common. Okay? Because like now everybody know about it. You can get 40 hours of work a week working 3 online type of jobs, right? Ain't nobody not gonna care. They just glad you working and that you're utilizing this time to build yourself and keep using Taurus, because Taurus is about entrepreneur. Uranus and Taurus, what we're going through right now until 2025. We only got like 3 more months before it's 22. Come on. So y'all think that 2025 not gonna come around? That it's gonna take a long time? I will use these next 3 years. I will learn as much as I need to learn and then pick and choose what you want to do. You have to use communications and you have to do something that's especially different. Uranus is different, it's unique. It's something that is not like what everybody used to. Think about Aquariuses. People be saying Aquariuses are weird, right? And they're different and they dress funny or they act funny or nerdy or whatever. Get an Aquarius friend. Hang around them. They naturally into the future. They're naturally into technology. They actually could see how, and they're very innovative, and they could actually see how a tool can work and be better for the people, for humanity. So that's what Uranus rules. So Uranus is always about for every soul, whether you black, white, blonde, tall, short, money, no money, man, woman, whatever. It is for everyone. Okay, that's why everyone was affected some kind of way by COVID, right? I really wish I could be more futuristic as far as to tell you guys what kind of things you can get into and look at in 2025. But think outside the box. Use Uranus to think outside the box. Okay? And if you don't have a strong Uranus in your chart, like meaning that you can't really think outside the box, go with a natural person who's from there, which is Aquarius or even Aquarius moon, and like get with them and say, you know what, I had this idea, but I'm kind of stuck. And they could give you an answer suddenly, all of a sudden, and it makes sense. That's Uranus. Uranus is all of a sudden. For people who look at tarot cards and you see that tower moment, it's like a shock all of a sudden, right? That's how Aquarius is give you information on stuff that you're stuck in. Why my chat was moving, then it stopped. You know what? When Uranus goes into Gemini, it's going to oppose my Uranus and Saturn. I work at Apple and it's getting pretty interesting to say the least. I'm a senior tech advisor, and yeah, Shonda, you're straight on it. Yeah, because by the use of astrology. Hey, the Aries. Hey, Art. Are you an Aquarius? You're an Aquarius? Yo, Art. Like, whether you trolling or not, I don't really care because like I don't get bothered by trolls because you're still a human being, and I could still give you good information, and a lot of my trolls became subscribers. But listen, like with that weed, if y'all look at the government right now, if y'all go on a government anything.gov online and you look at where's the current law in smoking weed. So like a lot of the laws, what it says is that, like, say if you do a drug test, right, for a job or employer or just on the spot drug test, And if you have weed in your system, they're not going to look at that. But you can't smoke weed while you're on the job. It's like you drink alcohol. Like, they don't care that you drink alcohol, but you can't go to work drunk. So you won't be able to go to work high. It's like that kind of energy. But look at where are they going with that? What do you need to know about weed and marijuana? Is it only medical? Is it in vape pens? How much it costs? How much would they tax them? Maybe you want to get into a business like that you can provide that for them, for them. It you got to understand that Uranus is making, and then the other planet's also going to be leaving, and then Pluto, well, definitely going to be out of Capricorn. And guess what? Pluto is going after Capricorn. It's going in Aquarius. Yep. Pluto gonna transform the shit out of stuff. You gotta get like that Aquarius energy, because you know Jupiter in there, Saturn in there, so that's giving us a little taste. But like Uranus is gonna go into Gemini, and Pluto is gonna go into Aquarius, which Pluto and Uranus is gonna trine. So you got two of the biggest damn I don't give a shit kind of planets. If I say change, change all of a sudden, right now. They're gonna trine. All right, you know what? You know what? Just mark my words. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see money. Y'all gonna see. And I'm telling you, 2025 is not far. Thank you, the Aries. Okay. So yeah, I get hype. If y'all see me get hype like this, it's because I love, love, love astrology. How it works, when did it start, who started it, why these words mean trine and conjunction and Aries or Scorpio or houses and house cusps and why all that stuff mean all that. I don't know. But what I do know is that the energy of it works. The energy of it works. Hey, and you know what? I just thought of something. A transit. If anybody got a Venus square Neptune, right? Please, or oppose Neptune. Really a square though, or quincunx, or even a semi-square. When Venus oppose your Neptune, do not buy nothing. Because 9 out of 10 times when that's happening, something is gonna be something wrong with it. Like at the time, you're gonna really want to buy it because see, Neptune is like, it's foggy and it's making things seem like it's way better than it is. If Venus is squaring your Neptune, wait until it goes away, wait until it passes, because you're gonna probably end up taking it back, or it's not gonna work, or something like that. I just thought about that because Venus is actually conjuncting my Neptune. So it might make me feel good about buying stuff, but I'm like, Neptune, don't even try it. Don't even try it. So, but yeah, look at your Neptune right now. See if it's Venus is squaring it as a transit. I don't care if you're getting the money for the tax credit from the government. I don't care if somebody gave you some money. Yo, before you buy something, check your transit to see if this is a good time to buy it. And how you will know is with Venus. Jupiter is like a very fortunate planet. It's one of the good. Venus and Jupiter's are the best transits, right? The best planets for good shit, right? But guess what Jupiter can do? Jupiter can make you feel like everything gonna be all right. I got the money. I got the this. I got the that. Everything. Y'all need to chill. I'm good. I'm all right. I know I'm doing all this big stuff and making these big promises, but then when it goes away and past you, you got to own up to all of that. So you got to be careful of expanding and being too big because, it could mess you up. They're good, but just use it with a grain of salt. Like sit back and think about it. So those are the two ones that popped out my mind. You know what I mean? Anyway, other than me getting trouble, I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I haven't got trouble. I'm getting trouble tonight. Okay, other than me getting trouble right now, did anybody have any questions about the first part of my video with the aspects and stuff like that. I miss y'all. I even miss my trolls. Like, anyway, and I think I preset it I try to make the chat go faster, so when you guys are talking, you could do that. But sometimes it can mess up. So other than that, other than my trolling me, thank you, troll, for communicating. Like, my regular subscribers not even talking back to me right now. Other than that, I am going to go, and I'm going to finish my night. And today is October 1st. I guess that's why I'm so happy, yo. It's my birthday month, October 1st. Today is the first day of this October is the best time of the year. It's like the bestest time. Because in 25 more days, it will be my birthday. Yeah, and I'm a first decan Scorpio. First decan Scorpio. So I'm a Scorpio. Right? Thank you, over Ink Fly. You said thanks for the reminder on Jupiter, me being an Aquarius. Yes. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I know I said I'm about to go, but I gotta say this on my video live. Okay. If you are an Aquarius, Jupiter is expanding your sun. So Jupiter is conjunction. It's a conjunction, okay? But it's joining your sun and it's expanding you. Look, some people know, but the reason why I got on YouTube is when Jupiter conjuncted Scorpio back in 2017. And it's a 12-year cycle, and it's going to be better, and it's build until it goes around all the zodiac signs. It takes 12 years because it's in for like a year. So now Jupiter is in Aquarius, and that's going to be in Pisces. Yo, like, when Jupiter becomes in Pisces, like, very, very soon, we all going to be on some spiritual stuff. We all going to be, like, trying to interpret. Like, I had a dream about, I was on the roof with a horse, and they had some gold hooves, but I don't know if it's gold plated. What that mean? People going to really try to understand their dreams. People might be seeing visions, like, metaphysical stuff. Thank you, Veronique. Did you say check Venus for big purchases? Yes, not for a big purchase. Hey, it's Piper. I don't care if it's $5. Like, any purchase, because you want to buy it. If Venus is transiting your Neptune, it's like you want to buy it. You think it's gonna be good, even if you don't typically buy stuff like that. You'll buy it. Something will make you want to buy it. Either you're gonna be in the store and it's gonna look, that stuff that you be standing on a thing and they got ads seen on TV kind of stuff, like the magnetic lashes and certain kind, like that kind of stuff. Like, you would never buy. You'll look at it while you're in a line, but you might buy it. Let me try this. And then you're going to be taking it back. Or if you order on Amazon or anywhere like that, it's going to be a purchase that you can make. Don't purchase it at the time. Like, sleep on it. Give yourself the next day and see how if you still feel that same way. If you still feel that same way, but it's kind of iffy, sleep on it one more night. I bet you won't do it. Nobody got time to be going to no damn Amazon locker and doing all his returns. Jupiter is currently opposing my sun, Dana. Jupiter is not a bad transit. So if Jupiter is opposed to your sun, you got to watch your arrogance. And not you being arrogant, but it's expanding you. So it's making you feel something that you're not, or you offering things or making promises. Either you make a promise to yourself, like, I'm going to clean up the whole house this week. I'm going to clean out my basement. I'm going to get my storage. I'm going to clean out my refrigerator. Or it's going to make you want to do something big. And you're going to be so super confident and optimistic that you can actually do it. But Jupiter, it makes you feel bigger because it's an expansion. Or people might say you're being arrogant. Like, you think you all that, or why you acting that way. It's because it's like this new confidence that just came on you, that you're bigger than the world. You're bigger, So be aware of that. Yeah, Art, you better study this shit on some real rap. I don't care you troll, but I'm just telling you, you need to study it so that you don't be one of those people still trolling on people's YouTube channels when Uranus go into Gemini, when Pluto go into Pisces. You're not gonna know what's going on. And see, I am notorious for hiding my videos. So you might not even come back to this. Thank y'all for saying happy birthday. Yeah, on the 25th. If you have a Jupiter oppose your sun on your natal chart, it's not going to be like happening all the time. It's only going to happen when it's according to how many degrees. So if you got like a 5-degree Jupiter opposed, say your Jupiter is in 5 degrees and your sun is in 22 degrees, it's so far in between, you know what I mean? So you're not going to be feeling it all the time. The times you're going to feel it is when the sun or Jupiter transit, then you'll feel it more. But just know that, and then you'd be more risky, Dana. You will want to take some more gambles, and you know what I'm saying? Like you'll want to take more risk and speculative. So if it's something that you don't typically, Jupiter got even I know you're not gonna even believe me because Jupiter make you feel good. Jupiter is making you feel like it's like you could take on the world. Like in that movie Titanic, how Leo, what is his name? Leo, what is his name? Leo somebody. And he was on the end of the thing and he opened his arms out and he's like, on the top of the world. That's how it's making you. I ain't gonna even believe me. Okay. It's your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. I hope it's a memorable one. Yeah, it's gonna be on in 25 more days. I'm learning a lot and I'm glad to know about the planets and glad you could confirm if it's correct or not. Yes, and you can do it too. I just don't want it to be about us on YouTube. I want it to also be about you guys too. Just put things together, like if you have 3 ingredients, you got salt, flour, and milk. I don't know what the hell that could mean. DiCaprio, thank you very much. Leonardo. So if you have 3 ingredients, you need those 3 ingredients to make an actual dish. That's the same thing with astrology when they talk about the planets, the zodiac sign, and houses. It's just giving you more layers to understand something better. That's all. That's all it's doing. It is not nothing else and nothing more. But people make it seem like that because they want people to subscribe. They want people to stay on their videos so they don't say it's simple. Or people just being arrogant and they just want to make themselves seem so smart. That's how you've been feeling. My son has the same birthday, October 26th. Or the drunk guy, but he survived real life. What? You talking about Taria? Unless I missed something. Yeah, so my birthday is October 26th. But it's October 1st, I'm saying. So it's October. The next step for me is trine stelliums retrogrades, basically what they mean. And if you watch in the beginning of the video, oh, okay, Taria. If you watch the beginning of the video, I broke it down really, really easy and plain about aspects and stuff. Like it just what it means. I just don't want y'all to take these words and try to figure out what the words mean. Try to understand the feeling that it means. So the aspects is just a feeling. It's a feeling because we are people and we feel, right? So it's just feelings. That's all an aspect is. And they tell you different. Okay, so think of it this way too. Like an aspect, okay? Think of it like this. So if I want to introduce you to somebody and you want to know how that person is, how they'll get along, in a certain situation, what I'll say is, I don't know because they really like to talk and I know you're quiet. So that might be some kind of tension or awkwardness, so that might be a quincux because it's just tension and awkwardness. Or I might be like, well, you know what? This person, kind of everything that you want, they have it, and kind of everything that they want, you have it. So it's your opposition. Or you know what? I don't know how close y'all gonna be because the way how you think and the way how they think is complete different opposite ends. But you can learn from each other and you can make your opposition an opportunity. You see? So what you're doing is you're just breaking down these words. Don't get caught up on the words. It's like it's either gonna be a cool thing, harmonious. That's a trine. So when you but like I said, the trine is not, you're not gonna feel it. It's just gonna be good vibes. You know what I mean? You could just talk to somebody standing in the line at the store, and then y'all just talk. Y'all got instant chemistry. It just y'all must trine each other. Y'all chemistry, y'all vibes must trine. And then you have a sextile. Wow, if it's a sextile, somebody standing in the line and the cashier. I mean, in a while you waiting for the cashier, you might talk about something, and they might know how. They might, like, if you saying, oh, I need to get a new car, or I need to get my car fixed, but I don't trust these mechanics. They be like, yo, I know a mechanic that's really, really good. He's really trustworthy, blah, blah, blah. It could be like that conversation. Or it could be a square where you like, wait a minute now. This not 6 feet. You getting too close. You got to get 6 feet away. Don't put your stuff on that belt until my last item is rung up. That may that's a square. Yo, I used to stand in front of my cart. I don't do that no more. I stand behind my cart just so we can have that distance, man. See, I like COVID for different reasons. I'm weird. Anyway, but yeah, and then the opposite is like, I don't know, I'm a tall black woman. I might be standing next to a short white older woman or something. I don't know. And I'm like, I'm not talking to her. She's not talking to me. But then we don't have no real beef or tension. But if we start talking, we'll feel like this energy between each other till we change it to an opportunity. See, it's just vibes. It's just vibes. You know? That helps. Just know it's a feeling. And that's all it is. Please don't get caught up with these degree numbers, the photos, of don't get caught up on that. Just understand, like, oh, another way y'all can understand it too. I don't know if y'all know, but like, I don't know whoever had children. I know you can see it in doctor's office, like pediatrician office a lot, or even in the regular adult office, where they have this chart and it has like all of these facial, like, you might as well say like they almost like emojis, and they got all of these faces, and underneath them it says something like, because you might not be able to express yourself, or the kid might not be able to express itself, so they have an angry face and they had the word angry. They have a happy face, they had the word. It's like a whole thing of them. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's you got like 5 major aspects. So if it's gonna be a peaceful thing, if it's gonna be an opportunity, is it we gonna learn something? Do we have to adjust, or do we have 2 different opposing views that we can get and learn from each other? So just think of I think it's a feeling chart. I forgot what they call it. So that's all it is. I'm telling y'all, that's all it the hell is. If y'all make more of it, oh well, learn harder. I think you should work smarter and not harder. There's no other way to say it. And I know I could go to the 8th dimension and all that shit, but on some real rap, I'm a Capricorn moon, and I'm just gonna talk about real shit. That's all the aspect is. So what's the vibe? Somebody could be rubbing you the wrong way. Well, they might square you. What would you do if you meet somebody that you have to work with, or your boss or whatever, and they square you? Like, it's going to be tension. It's going to be tension. What do? Quit? You leave? Nope. Do you just deal with it? Nope. It's a square for you. The universe put it there. So you humble yourself to the square. You humble yourself to the square so much that it do not bother you. If the way how you could tell that you need to humble yourself to a square is when you say, ain't nobody gonna kiss you. I ain't kiss nobody ass. Humble yourself to the square. I never had to kiss ass all these years, Shonda, and I am successful. How successful are you, though? What about the people who did kiss ass? Which is really not kissing ass. It's just humbling yourself. What about the people who did? And look where they are. They still there and they got promoted. Look at you looking for a job because you don't like to deal with the authority and you don't like to deal with kissing your boss's ass. Humble yourself. Who are you? Who am I? We're not nobody. We're only people within ourselves. Like, yeah, I am somebody within myself. Out in the world, man, I better know how to get along. I need to understand that, it's not, they could just hire somebody, you know what I mean? And then, people say, that's why I want to get my own job so I don't have a boss. You always going to have a boss. Even if you don't have a boss, like you think you're going to have a boss, it's called the United States government because you're going to have to pay some taxes and you're going to have to file your taxes. And if you don't, so that could be your boss. If you have clients, your clients are your boss. You cannot get away with not humbling yourself and stop feeling like you kissing ass. You cannot get away with it. So if it's a square, say yay. Now you're going to learn a lesson. I'm smiling because it's hard as shit. And I agree. However, it's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you. Understand these transits. Understand astrology. Learn it from me. Learn it from somewhere else. It don't matter. Just learn this shit. Make it better for you. Make it better for your friends and your family and your kids. Teach your kids goddamn astrology. Teach them that. Teach them. Teach them so they can understand. You know what they understand the most? They understand how to deal with personalities. So if they got a bully and we find out what sign they are, just let your mama know. I got you. But let them understand about vibes and feelings and stuff like that. You don't got to teach them about a house cusp and a degree. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the energy between people so they don't get caught up in nothing. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's just what I mean. All right, y'all. I try not to go over an hour. If I go over 30 minutes, then I say, okay, I might as well do an hour. Try not to go over an hour. Not every battle is worth fighting. Exactly, Aries. Aries, you so full of shit. And the Aries, you just try to get noticed. Like the Aries is like the I am, because they're the first house, and then they're the I am, and I am here. Hey, wait, I ain't getting no attention paid to me. I need to say something. And the Aries gonna talk about something. Not every battle is worth fighting. You're like the damn ruler and the king and the queens of battles are fighting. So you think I believe you? You just wanted to be noticed. All right, we notice you. Now we talking about you. We giving you attention and everything. I want to get oral surgery, and the surgeon was hollering, telling the lady to shut up, screwing. She was screaming in so much pain. I left as soon as possible. That dude was drunk. What, today that happened? I do my best work on it, but people can make me forget. They can feel. What? See? Say that again. It's true. I did want to be noticed. I know you did. Like the Aries, I was really about to say, oh yeah, that's true. We should not fight every battle. Work harder. I mean, work smarter, not harder, and all these little cliches. But I was like, wait a minute. Did the Aries just say something? The Aries could fight any battle. Any battle. I don't care how vibrational you are. I don't care if you go to church, to the masjid, to the synagogue. You're gonna fight a battle. That's what you're here for. If we don't have Aries to fight battles, who we gonna get? We gotta have somebody to fight a battle, even if it's petty. We need to fight. We need to fight, and we need soldiers to protect us. We need people who are brave. We can't have everybody on this kumbaya thing. We gotta have somebody that's brave and somebody who's down to fight. Your Mars is in Aries. That's Aquarius hang with Aries, of course. Because it's, remember, the air and the fire signs are sextiles, and earth and water. Yeah, they said not to get surgery on the 1st of October, but it was meant for me to see that. Yo, I'm glad you said that, and we don't have that much time. I was thinking about doing a video on the best times to do stuff, but I was talking to one of my friends outside of YouTube today, and I said that the reason why I don't want to do a video about the best times to do stuff because I really get excited and get into it, and if I don't see the energy being returned to me, I'm gonna be mad, and I'll be like, man, forget it. I'll talk about something else. But then I can't do that because I'm live, so I don't know. But it is the best time to do stuff, and the first thing I'm gonna give away is the best time to call somebody in business. That's a bank, your boss, a person for a job interview, anything business related, even if it's a light business thing. Monday, 10 o'clock. Anytime it's 10 o'clock. Do not call nobody on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before 10 a.m. Wait until after 10. You'll get much better results. That's the best time to do it, especially on a Monday. Especially on a Monday. What about timing for haircuts? Well, it might not say that, Turia, about the timing for a haircut, but it might be timing to groom yourself or to change yourself or to beautify yourself. And that's Venus. That's Venus. But as far as getting surgery, like, you know, y'all could just Google that and it'll give you certain websites that give you the timing for stuff. But yeah, like, yo, like, at certain times not to get certain kind of surgery too. All right, anyway, I'm just thinking about. I really want to do this thing, yo. I really want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do the timing thing. It's like the best time. It's like cycles. Cycles. You know what I mean? You have like soul cycles. You have life cycles. You have annual cycles. You have daily cycles. You have weekly cycles. The only thing though, like we could get caught up into it too much, and we'll use all these things, and then like God or the creator or whatever you want to call them, gonna be like, oh no, using too many things and not me. You need to trust me, you know. And then like all this stuff won't work, and you're like, why it's not working? Astrology fake? No, it's not that. It's just that we just using it too much and you put too much power in it. You don't put that much power into anything. All right. With that being said, where'd my troll go? Like, Shonda, why you asking me damn troll? Because my trolls become subscribers. They come and troll, and then they like, oh, Shonda ain't that bad. That black lady ain't that bad. So yeah, think about October 26th, just in case I don't come on anytime before then. If I don't come on anytime before then it's because I really don't feel the energy and authenticity coming from myself to do a video. You know what I mean? Like I made a decision that if I come on, I'm gonna do stuff that I really, really passionate about, not just be doing it just to serve YouTube, you know? So I know on the 26th I'm gonna be happy though. Yo, I think that's on a weekday. It's either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I gotta look at the best time to actually come on. The best period of that day. I'm gonna do that. Um, you'll watch. Thank you. No, my Mars is in Taurus. Aries is ruled by Mars. I meant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mars equal war. Hey, Norma Joe. Norma Joe, man. I love Norma Joe. Norma Joe held me down from Deo uno. And I know Deo is not a Spanish word. What about time? Oh, what about time? Didn't you ask me that? It's true. What happened to the thing? Where much? Yellow, he was there. Okay, I hope the first part of the video, it was about, I think 15 minutes. The last part of this from 45 minutes, me talking to y'all, me giving y'all, talking about astrology. I love talking about astrology. I love talking about energy. It helps me a lot. I could care less where it came from, how it came to be, who, Babylonia, the Romans, the Greek. You know, I don't care about that. I just care about how can I use it to my benefit, where I can learn where my flaws are. I can learn where I'm doing good, but how can I do better in that? You know, like how can I respect authority? You know, how can I humble myself? You know, how can I help my friends? How can I help my children? You know, I don't have like, I only have one children. She'll be 10. Um, my grown son, which he'll be almost 34 in February because he is an Aquarius. She's a Sag. Actually, she's a Sagittarian because she's on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn. Yeah. So like, how can I help other people? How can I do this? You know, and that's what I want to do. When I say help other people, I'm not talking about all people. I'm talking about people in my immediate circle. Because I know I can't help all people. Everybody not gonna be feeling my energy. So whoever is around me, whoever wants to be helped, and you guys could do the same thing. And there's nothing, nobody no smarter or special than anybody else with this astrology thing. They just learned and understood the part that they like the best, and if you are confident in it, you're gonna show confidence. So it is something in astrology that you resonate with, that you could talk about like nobody's business. You just gotta find out what that is. And the last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give an analogy. Like astrology is like this. If you ever look, think of it as a culinary arts. Like you're going to school for cooking, right? Now you're going to school for it, so you gotta learn about grilling and baking pastries and gourmet and soul food or all these different type of foods. You do it. It's a class. You got to get through it. But you found out that your favorite part is gourmet cooking. That's your favorite part of it, and you're gonna be a gourmet cook. So you know about the other things, but your favorite, like when you went into that gourmet cooking class, you was like, "Oh my God, this is me. I feel this. I could do this. I could make these little things and the plates and the thing in it." Why is it a gourmet cooking that they only have little pieces of food? Like they don't have like flowers. Can we eat that? Is this food? Like, or is it decoration? Like, hey, anyway, so you might really resonate with that part of the of cooking. You know, you learned all the other part. So that's the same thing with astrology. You might really find out what part you resonate with the most. So don't try to learn nobody else's way. Learn your way, and then that's where you start. That's where you start. So I like it with the teaching, and I like explaining and breaking things down and helping people with energy and changing and all that kind of stuff. But that's just how it resonates with me. Like my little Mars bro, Dolo the Pilot Man, he likes talking about it in other dimensions, but that's him. Like you gotta find out what way. It's not nobody else's is right or wrong. And see, I have a stellium of Pluto, Jupiter, Mars in the ninth house. So at times I can get preachy, which I am getting right now. So with that being said, thank y'all for coming on my video and talking about astrology with me, listening to astrology with me, just feeling the astrology energy. I appreciate that so much. And with that being said, I wish you an ado. Goodbye. Have a good one. October 26th, man. October 26th, my solar return.